Yeah. Hi, I'm Youngblood from Youngblood Bicycles. We're going to do a Top Shop tour here, and before we come in, I'd like to take a look at the outside of the building. Inside, you know, local artist Scott Allred did the mural on the side of the building. God, it's gone on 20 years now, so it's getting a little faded, but we wanted to do something to make it identifiable as a bike shop, so we chose this graphic. And we'll come over here to the other side and see a little bit more of the same. And here it is again, a little more classic bike mural by Scott Allred. We will now go inside if you follow me. So yeah, welcome inside. So I started the shop in 2006. You know, we're going on 20 years here. I moved from New York City where I was a bike messenger. I got like my classic 1986 Eclipse TVT carbon bike. I did a lot of racing in New York on. I'll show you around a little bit. Here is where most of the parts and accessories are. You know, tires and what have you, lubes and pumps and stuff. Actually, let me back up and say when we first started, we were just in this room, okay? So it was like half the size. I believe it was about 2012. We rented that space, broke through the wall, and basically doubled our size. This half became kind of the bike showroom, where we kind of break it down with like gravel bikes on this side and road bikes here, full suspension mountain bikes here. We also rent bikes. Half of these are actually rental, but like, you know, we rent these Yeti mountain bikes, and we rent these Cannondale Topstone gravel bikes, and then we rent some BMC road bikes, and pretty evenly distributed between like mountain, road, and gravel. It's a hard pick because the mountain biking's awesome here. I'm more of a road rider, so I tend to ride road, and the road riding's awesome here too. Yeah, so what else can we show you? You don't even have to see that, but that's kind of like where I receive inventory and stuff. You may as well take a look at the service area here. We've got, even before that, we've got like our own kits that, you know, we change out every couple of years, but I designed this one, and it's been really popular. We've got men's and women's road kits, and we have kind of a mountain bike jersey, you know, pocketless jersey. They're all made by Pearl Izumi, and great quality, great fit and everything. And we got a little dressing room if folks want to try that stuff on. And then this is where the magic happens. We've got the service area. Obviously, you know, service is a huge part of our business, you know, and we work on just about everything. But, you know, the bike sales are probably dollar-wise a bigger part of the business. But, you know, it's hard to have one without the other. You know, they kind of complement each other. We use bike flights exclusively, shipping bikes. Sometimes we'll sell bikes and ship them. Sometimes customers will, that are on vacation here, will have their bike flown in and want us to pack it and fly it out for them. So we use bike flights for that. Other times, like a local person will like sell their bike or something, and they'll bring it to us and say, hey, can you box it up and ship it? And you know, and we do, and we always use bike flights. Also, even small parts, you know, sometimes like shipping wheels or just bike components. The main reason, I guess, we use bike flights is that it's it's easier than the UPS interface, and it's cheaper than UPS. But the best thing is the insurance. You know, like we've occasionally had an issue with some damage, and bike flights has just been really fast to reimburse us. Whereas with UPS, it's a huge runaround, and you know, it takes you months to get paid, if ever. You know, so yeah, bike flights is highly recommended. And that is mine and my wife's tandem. When we first got it, like we rode it all the time, but now it's easier to ride your own bike. You know, it's kind of like, you got to really it takes a special relationship to ride a tandem together. So up here we have a green jersey from the Tour de France, signed by Peter Sagan when he was on the Liquigas Cannondale team. We did go up to Richmond and watch him win the World Championships, you know. That's about as close as I ever got, in the same town with him.
That's cool.
Man, this is a cool thing here. We have this cup is from the Ring of Fire, where we won the team championship a couple years in a row. But each year, when you win it, you get to hold the cup for the year. So that's a big honor to have. And so speaking of championship, we are the Asheville champions, and this is our logo T-shirt with the World Championship stripes. And that's one of our most popular items with the locals and the tourists. All right, well, that's Youngblood Bicycles. Thanks for coming in. Anytime you're around, please come by and say hello.